Welcome to week 2, everyone. Today, we are going to get down and dirty with talking about inviting because it is the hardest part and it is actually the most important part of our business. So I'm going to mute Doreen because she's loud moving around. And I'm going to get started. So I'm going to kind of go through the presentation that I did. Super Saturday. We talked a lot about inviting, but I added a couple things to it because I think it's super important. And I want you guys to know, I'm going to pretty much share with you what I did in the beginning of my business, the whole first year, second year, and even now. I just don't do it. I don't do more people come to me now because I've been doing it for so long where I don't have to get the numbers, like reaching out to 10 people a day, that type of thing. So I'm not doing that. I'm lowering that obviously because I can't keep track of everyone if I don't. So I want you to know that those of you that are working the business, obviously, the most important thing about inviting is that you have to be purposefully going out there and talking to people. You cannot, and there's a lot of people that are working the business that do this. They just wait. They just post and they wait. They post and they'll talk to some friends that they have and they'll think that they're going to be able to hit Success Club with just that, and they wait. And then they bank on people that said they're going to follow through, but the person never does, and then they end up not hitting their goals for the month. You can't bank on people. You can't rely on people. And you can't wait. You can't wait on people to find you. That will happen, but it takes a long time. And it happens slowly. Like in the first, 6 months, you'll get a couple people coming to you here and there. Then in the next 6 months, you'll get more people. And then it flows in what we were just talking about with Kristen. More people are coming to her because she's been consistent. She shows up. Her challengers are getting results and she's sharing that. So more people are coming to her now. So the business does, that part of it, the inviting part does get easier because people know what you're all about now, but you're still doing the basic things of inviting. You are. You'll always do it. You just might not do as much of it later on down the line, depending on how fast you want to grow. So let me screen share quick. I'm going to shoot through some of it because some of it, can everyone see that? I'll make it bigger, but can you see that? Yes? Okay, thanks, Latai. I could see you. Okay, so I'm just going to present. I'm going to go through this because obviously you guys know about me, but this is week 2, inviting like a boss. So we're going to talk about inviting into our world. Okay, I'm just going to fast forward through all my journey with Beachbody because you know it. So a little bit about the morning routine to start. You guys know that you can control the morning. That's the whole thing about this. You can control the morning routine. You can get up earlier and do some of your morning routine. You can't sometimes control what goes on the rest of the day, especially if you're working, especially if you have a life, especially if you have children, and your day is sometimes it's 10 o'clock at night and you don't even know what happened. So this is what, when I heard Melanie Mitro talk, I was about 6 months in the business and I heard her say, first of all, that she went from 2-star to 15-star in a year. And I said, wow, that's crazy. And my first initial reaction was, I don't want to do that because I believed I couldn't do that. And then I'm like, if I did that, I would have to work like 24 hours a day. I don't want to do that either. But I remember her saying, she would get up early and do her power hour. And that was something she did because her husband wasn't on board with her and she didn't want to inconvenience him. So I said to myself, okay, if I can just get the morning routine done and do it before I go to work in the morning, then I can have that slight edge against everyone else, right? That slight edge that would put me further in the business than if I didn't do it. I said, that's something I can control. I can control myself getting out of bed earlier in the morning. So I did. And what I had to do first was tackle my biggest challenge, and that was inviting. So that's why I did it in the morning. I did it after my personal development because I felt like my game was on. I was like golden. I'm like, I haven't talked to anyone yet. I haven't been on Facebook yet. I am getting that personal development. And I feel like I could fly high. If you're getting personal development and you can fit in a workout, then you can invite a little, dude, that's even better because you're like excited. You're excited for the day. You're feeling good. You have no negativity bringing you down. So your invites are going to be different. Your posts are going to be different in the morning because of that energy. Being consistent. So I said to myself, if I do this, I did it 6 days a week, then on Sunday I could sleep in. That was like my thing. If I could just do it 6 days a week, and then on Sunday I could sleep in. And then I said, after a year of working my butt off, I'm going to do it 5 days a week. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'll get up a little bit later, like 7, or 6 or whenever my kids wake me up. So I just said, and I remember watching Scotty Hobbs' video. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's on sacrifices. And I'm like, if he can, why can't I do it? If he can sacrifice some things, I could sacrifice some sleep. So at the end of the day, and then as the day went on, I started to just be able to do more and more. So if I invited in the morning, guess what? If I was like a half hour before bed, I would be like, dude, I'm just going to invite a couple more people. I'm just going to go out there and build a couple more relationships or add a couple more friends to my page. It took like 3 minutes, but it was that added something. And then in the morning, a lot of them would respond. So I could respond back and have conversations. So at the end of the day, I said, okay, what did I do enough? Did I do as much as I could today? And, some days, guys, you can't do it all, and that's okay. And don't ever, I don't want you to ever go to bed thinking to yourself, oh, wow, I had a crappy day, I didn't do anything. Just find something good in that day, because then it's going to push you to do more the next day. Creating a to-do list the night before, and I put it, actually, I have it right now. I have little posts, because I'm the most unorganized person in the world. So don't ever come to me with ways that you want me to help you organize, because it's awful. I need help. So I have Post-it stickers on my my Mac, and I just have like, okay, Wednesday, this. These are the people you have to reach out to. These are the things that you have to do. And I just go down the line. It makes it much easier when you have a list. All right, I'm going to fast forward through this. Personal development, I'm not going to talk about. You guys all know that. And you know that it's key in your business. And if I didn't do personal development, I wouldn't be here. I would have quit a lot of times over and over. Okay, so inviting, Eat That Frog. That's a book that a lot of us have read. It's pretty much about doing the worst things first, but the worst things are usually what's going to grow your business the most. So that for me was inviting. I'm like, oh, I just don't like it. It's a lot of work. I'm just going to be real. It's a lot of work. You can't just mass send out in blind invites, because then you're going to end up like an It Works person, like that messages me all the time, doesn't look at my page, and they're not going anywhere, So, part of my morning routine. Oh, I put 3 ways to invite, but I just added a new one today because of something I'm going to start doing, and I'll share that in a minute. All right, so straight up invite, building the relationship, natural invite, and cold. Cold we're going to invite a kind of a different way than what you've probably heard or you have not done, because you don't like to cold invite, which is totally normal, because I never did it in my business. Okay, so the straight up invite, this would be for people that are your friends on Facebook. They've been watching you. It's not to someone that's brand new to your page. This is to someone that's been watching you, you've been friends with for a long time. Maybe you've been real friends with, or your cousins, or someone that they've made a comment, or they've been around, so they know what you're up to. So this is an example. And guys, this is an example. I like scripts just for that example piece of it. I do not like them to copy and paste and use. You need to change it up, and you need to make it personal most of the time. So this one is not personal. This is just for someone that's been watching what I'm doing. Hey girl, I don't know if you've seen my crazy health and fitness post about our fit project. This group is killing it during the hardest season of the year. This was during December when I was sending this, but I want to help as many people as I can. Do you know of anyone who might be interested in joining my next fit project? I'm always looking for more people to chat with about reaching their goals, not only health and fitness, but life goals too. Do you have any health and fitness goals? Those are for people that you are familiar with, okay? You can change this up. The reason why I ask them if they know of anyone that could be interested, so they don't think it's directed to them. They're more apt to give me someone's name or even think about it and say, wait, you know what? So-and-so my sister really needs help, but you know what? I could use some help too. And then they would respond. New conversations to build relationships. Okay, so this is how I built my business, for sure, hands down. These are new friends that I've added to my Facebook page, and these are old friends that I've never talked to. You could do either way. And it's your option, guys. So all of these invites, you can maybe pick one that you love to do and just do that, but do it consistently. You could use all 4 of them in different ways to build your business. The key is that you have to use at least one and you have to do it consistently. This is what I spent most of my time doing in the first 2 years of my business. It was a lot of time page scrolling, liking and commenting people that just joined my page, liking and commenting on their Facebook stuff. So and I've talked about this before, but I would be around. I would keep them in play. So I'll say Jennifer is in play this week. So I would go to Jennifer's page. I just sent her a friend request. She accepted. Go to her page, like and comment on a couple of things, or just like. And then that week I would do the same thing multiple times that week. Just like her next post. And maybe send her a thank you. Like if she came from my like page, I would say, hey girl, thank you for the friend request. I love building a community of people that are into health and fitness. Whether you are just starting your wellness journey or have been on it for a while, would love to hear about it. Simple. You could do something like that. You can also just be there on her page, and you can kind of bring up something that's on her page. Like, hey Jennifer, I love that picture of your new sneakers. Where did you get them? I've been looking for a pair. Something like that. That's a conversation. Bring it into a message. If it's their birthday, happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. I hope you're doing well. Did you do anything special? That, like, you guys are just starting to build a relationship, okay? So you can do it any way you see fit. But the whole point is that you have to do it. We're just giving you different options. For people that are likers or commenting on my stuff, like to say they like and comment on my family stuff, they like and comment on any of my posts, I would reach out to them and say, hey there. So what I do is I go through my posts and I just look at everyone who's liked them and commented, and I write their names down. And then I say, okay, on Wednesday, like tomorrow, these are the people I'm going to reach out to. So I say, hey there, I just want to tell you that I've been thinking about you. I always love seeing your comments, likes on my posts. It's such a vulnerable thing to put yourself out there, and I love the support I have from you. How are you doing? You're asking a normal question. See, these things are just come naturally now to me, and they will come naturally to you, and they might already come naturally. The more you do it, the easier it gets. When you're building the conversation, you're just going to start talking to them. You're talking to them about life, how they're doing, what their family's up to. You are being a person and a friend first before anything else. Okay, and this is the cold invite that I'm going to have Doreen talk a little bit on in the way she does it. But I honestly would only cold invite, and this is me personally, to a free group, because I just feel like you can't, unless you give them options, which Doreen will talk about. It's really hard to cold invite people to a 21-day fix group or like a challenge group without knowing them, because it is like spammy for sure. So Here's an example that I'm actually starting to do next week. I'm putting together a free accountability group. I'm going to post in there every day. It's going to be like a community of people. And I just threw this together for a cold invite. Hey girl, thank you for accepting my friend request. I love building a community of women that lift each other up, or you could say, or support each other. I have an awesome free Facebook Fit Mindset group where we come together and share mom tips, recipes, free workouts, meal plan, and just support each other in life. It's a lot of fun. Would you like to join? Something simple like that. I don't know if that's the exact message I'm going to use. I might just change it up a bit, but it's inviting someone for free to something. Here's why this is important. It's because they join this group. Normally people are going to say yes because it's free. And they're going to find some value in it, whatever it is. You offer the value in the group and you get to know them. So the people that go into this group, you put them on a list. Then you reach out to them. They're in your group. They're loving it. They're liking. You have to make sure you make it interactive and just don't let it sit there, because it's so easy to just let it sit there, especially if it's a free group. And you can actually Hootsuite, and that's just a way to schedule posts out for the week to be posted in there. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to change it up every month. And then I'm going to be an active participant in the group. And what this does is you're expanding your network because you're adding friends and then you're putting them into a group. It's free, yes, but that's how you build then you start building the relationship with those people. So that's the plan that I have for cold invites, and that's how I would go about it. But I'm going to get out of this, stop the share for a second, and I'm going to have Doreen talk a little bit about what she does. Go ahead, Doreen.
Okay, so Anita Myron does cold invites. Really cold. She gets a friend. She shoots them a message immediately. Hey, girl. Not sure if you've seen my post about my crazy fitness thing. I'm having some success with this. I think you should do it too. And she cold invites. And she gets the range of, gee, tell me more about it, to leave me alone and I never want to talk to you again. That you're going to get with a cold invite. Tara builds relationships. I do an in-between now. So I'm even having trouble. I just went on my phone and I'm having trouble finding some old ones to read because I get a lot of responses because I'm combining the two. So I'll go on 10 pages a day, which is tiring. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie. Okay. You go on, you're looking to see if you can make a connection. If you can't make a connection, I move on. I actually unfriend them so I don't do it again. I have to be able to find something. If I can't say something to this person, we're never going to make it together. So I have to find something. So people really I like when somebody's funny, because that's like the best icebreaker. So I sent out, hi, Joanne, I totally love your Facebook post. You had me laughing out loud this morning. Thanks, with a smiley face crying thing. And then it's, not sure if you've seen my post, but I'm setting up my next online fit group and inviting my friends to do this with me. Are you looking to get started on health and fitness? That could be a free group. That could be a paid group. It's what they need. If they say, gee, I can't afford anything, I say, that's okay. I have free groups. I have recipe groups just for fun. If they say, I need to lose weight, I say, great. I'm actually starting a weight loss group. If they say, I go to the gym 5 days a week and I actually, help my friends, I say, wow, you'd make a great coach. Have you ever thought about coaching? So it's different for different people. There was a very heavy girl this morning that said, I sent her that message with whatever was appropriate for her page. And she said, Carla said, how was your weekend? Where are you? Is she not on?
Yes, I see her.
Oh, there you are. There you go. Oh, I hope this isn't too random. That's her message.
That's what Anita Myron says.
Yeah. This is Anita Myron's new one. I hope this isn't too random.
Say
it. So what happened is she said to me, girl, I don't want to lose weight. She's very heavy. She said, I don't want to lose weight. I'm the opposite of most women. I want to gain weight. I just want to be healthy. And I wrote back and I said, oh, this is so not about weight loss. This is about health and fitness. This is about being comfortable with yourself and being healthy. I said, I don't care what the number on the scale says. And then the conversation went with there. I never talk about weight loss because one time I did, and Amanda said, gee, it's almost like you're saying to that woman, I looked at your pictures and you need to lose 10 to 15 pounds. So that was it for that. I don't do that anymore. And it just depends on what they have. Some of them, a lot of them are from the groups I'm in and just friends of friends of friends. So I always mention, if anybody has Charlie Hunnam pictures, I always mention that because they know that I'm in the group with them. It's almost like a secret society there. But I'm telling you, I sent out 20 yesterday and 10 this morning and 10 the day before, and there's very few that are not answered. Hi, Deanna. I love your page. It's so sweet and family-centered. My niece lives in West Des Moines. It's Pleasant Valley near there because she's from Iowa. So I try to find something that I can say.
So important. I think that's the difference. It is so crucial and it takes more time, but it's so important to go on their page, look what they're, and say something regarding that.
Here's one. Hi, Dawn. Your Facebook page has such cute stuff on it. Your intro says you're looking for new changes in the upcoming year. What kind are you looking for? Not sure if you've seen my posts, but I mean, it says looking for new changes in the upcoming year. I just take a quick look. I do like and comment. I like a few things. And if there's something commentable, I will say best picture ever. Oh, look, hi, Julie. Love seeing your posts in my news feed, especially the minions and the motivational posts. Not sure if you've seen my posts, but I'm setting up my next online fit group. So there's a cold invite in there, but it's vague.
Yeah.
There's nothing salesy about it, is there? There's nothing about price.
It's personal, too.
Hmm?
You're making it personal to them. You're making it relatable. It's so different than just copying and paste the whole flipping thing and sending it out.
And Carrie says, and I do this too sometimes now, Carrie says, hey, I just saw your post in my news feed. I loved the recipe, which is great.
I love that, Carrie.
Me too. So I'll say the same thing. I love seeing your post in my news feed. It's much less creepy, stalkery.
Yeah.
So there's a way now to
Totally
combine Anita Myron with Tara Bilek.
Yeah.
And I'm going down my friends list alphabetically. So every Danielle I know got invited today.
And guys, as a new coach, remember when you're doing this type of inviting, it might take a little bit longer because you have to have stuff on your page. You have to, like, if you don't and you're doing these, and they're going to think you're like weird. So you have to make sure that you're posting about you. They're funny. They're valuable. It's all coming together. You know what I'm saying?
That's why if you were in the Success Club push group and I posted 2 one day, immediately after I did it, the response I got was, how did you get that transformation? How did you lose that weight? They obviously will click into my page because the minute somebody messages you, what do? You click into their page to look and see who this person is. And they immediately saw what I was about. Immediately.
Right.
And they wanted to know. It was 2 people. One went into the sneak peek and one got a Coach Mobile.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm getting a much higher rate of interest.
Right.
Much higher rate of interest.
Oh, yeah.
They may not buy this month, but next month, the month after. And when somebody says no, and I got yesterday, please don't ever send me a message like this again. I said, oh, so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no worries. I just don't buy anything online. And I said, oh, that's okay. But I really liked, and I went right back to what I said I liked about their page. And I continued about it. Somebody else said, I'm not interested at all. And I said, oh, that's okay. But can you still give me that eggplant lasagna recipe? Oh, I would love to give you. Or what was that pasta you made? It was butternut squash pasta. Oh, wow. Did you make that recipe up? So I'm having conversations. It doesn't matter.
It's not like they say no and you just stop because that was the only reason why you were going in there.
That's what makes you feel creepy.
Yeah.
If you continue to be a friend after that, you don't feel creepy. It's not salesy. I really meant, your page really made me laugh.
Right.
And here I am, I'm reading them and I'm sending them to Tara. Be like Bill.
You are. Okay, Teresa has a question, Doreen. Are these new friends, or are you sending these to people that you aren't connected to yet and you just see their page from a group?
New
they're
friends. Friends. Recently added friends, old friends. If you go on your phone, and I couldn't figure it out yesterday, and poor Carrie got the brunt of that because I kept telling her, figure this out for me. If you go on your phone and go on your profile and go to friends, your friends list comes out alphabetical, so you never have to print it. And I just take a screenshot of like two pages of 10 people, and then those are the 10 people I'll, message for that day. The recently added, I'll go to recently added, go to the bottom, the very bottom, and do 4 or 6 or 5 from the bottom. But I'm now keeping much better track. And I am writing down every single friend religiously so that in a month, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the book and start circulating through them.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
One thing I found today, and I am playing hooky. Shh.
I was going to say, you're looking over your shoulder like you're about to tell an off-color joke.
No, so tag about being on this call. Don't tag me because I don't want it on my wall.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Carrie, don't take a picture.
Don't tag Teresa.
On. No. Anyway, so what I did for invites today, you know how when you go to your friends list, you can find like people from college, people in your city. I noticed they have one that have recent posts because I find some of my friends like haven't posted in like 5 months. I'm like, that's weird and creepy. So you can specifically go find people that have posted. Like,
I like
It's
that.
posts you haven't seen. That's what it's called. Posts you haven't seen. Facebook knows what you haven't looked at.
that's creepy.
On the phone. If you're looking on your phone, it says now. Like when you
On
look
your
at the
phone, it
alphabetical
says it?
list,
Well,
yeah,
no.
your iPhone says it.
When you go into your page, yeah, like now if you go to a person's page first, it's not going to show you chronological order. It's going to show you like a post you haven't seen first. But if you go to your profile page and go to your friends list,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually, you know how you can drill it down by like recently added? One of the tabs now that I noticed today is people who have recent posts.
Mm-hmm.
But even she's saying if you go on someone's page, sometimes you'll see at the top posts you've missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really weird and it's random. It's, it's not for everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, Teresa. That's new. I like that. Recent post. So then you could see people who are active on Facebook because honestly,
Carrie has it up.
that's important too. Thanks, Carrie. Okay. All right. Carla, can you share Anita's, the one that you were talking to Doreen about? Unmute.
Yeah, unmute. Yeah.
Oh, I just sent it to Doreen.
It's
I
good.
don't really use this all the time. It depends. I switch mine all the time. But she's very blunt. And she has her coaches doing the same thing because Shelly Hobbs is one of her coaches. And she did one of those Beachbody Champions frequently asked questions. And she straight up said, she basically does what her mentor does. And she's like, hey, how was your weekend? Hope you don't think this is too random. I was wondering if you could help me. I don't know if you've seen any of my silly, fun rants about health and fitness. I'm hosting a virtual fitness group on the date, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for 5 women. Would you be interested? And it just basically spells out what you're doing in the group. Would you be interested? Perhaps a friend would like to join you too. I have used this, and sometimes I use it when I'm just like, I don't really know this person, and they haven't really wanted to connect, but I just want to shoot an invite out. And surprisingly enough, I have gotten conversations started, and I don't go in for the kill or anything. I start an actual conversation with them, like Doreen's saying, and you start building on what you have started, right? And then you ask them questions. And so whenever I get the response back, and I know we have scripts, I don't ever answer back with the exact questions of the script. I say like, hey, how are you? And I use their name, look at their Facebook page. I see what's going on in their life. Hopefully they posted something I like that I can connect with. And I say like, how was your weekend? I saw that you guys were at the fair. Or how was that recipe, or blah, blah, blah. And then I'll say, I'll answer their question back. So if they answered, yeah, I overeat, then I say the feel, felt, found method. I use that now a lot. So I usually say like, yeah, I feel ya. Sometimes I just have to go with that because you're so tired.
I do that too.
I feel ya. I have found that. this has really helped my friend in my latest group, and she overcame it, blah, blah, blah. You should have 5 stories with, you know, a lot of stuff that you can just, now most of the people in this group that I see on the top have been in this business for over a year. You guys have to have come across stories by now to relate to these people, because not everyone's going to relate to you and your story. So you have to have a story to shoot back to them. And then once you kind of lay that out, then at the end, I take my script and ask the next question in my sequence to peel back the onion and get back more information from them. And then they come back and they're like, oh my gosh, really? That's so inspiring. I didn't know that someone else had that and you've helped them. Maybe I haven't really directly helped them, but someone in our family has helped them. So that's kind of how I do it. And I do change my scripts very often. Like Teresa actually had a really good one. You should share it. And it's like just reconnecting with people on your like page, because a lot of you guys have like pages and that's how you've gained your friends on your list. And then you can go back and say like, hey, we haven't talked in a while. Like I remember we, you know, chatted this way, and then you can start a conversation with them again that way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
And a lot of times, if Teresa, is that you that had the script?
So birthdays have been saving me lately, and what I do, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just switched my screen. For people that I have on my like page that have never really responded back to me on their birthdays, I just say, hey, Carla, hope you're having a wonderful birthday and doing something to celebrate. I know we originally connected. How are you working toward any goals right now? Is that what you were talking about, Carla?
Yeah, but you were cutting out.
This is the one here. Let me read it. I used it yesterday. I quite liked it. It's, let me just find one person. Let me just scroll to the top quickly.
We need to put all of these in a document.
Okay, here it is. Hey, Brittany, hope you're doing well. Remember, I've already gone to their like page. I've liked on something. I've commented. I've done something on their page before the message. Hey, Brittany, hope all is well with you. If I can, I try to slip something in there, like hope your weekend was great. I know we originally connected via my fitness page. I wanted to invite you to one of my groups. You've probably seen me mention them here on Facebook. They're a small group helping each other stay on track with our workouts and nutrition. It might be right up your alley. I was wondering if you'd like to join us. Have you ever considered joining an accountability group like what we're doing? That one, Teresa. I quite like that. It was
Teresa's? I thought that's really good. You showed me that this morning. That's really good.
Oh yeah, that's Teresa's. I really liked it. I used that one yesterday, and I found that one generated more back than the Nita Myron one. So
I don't like the Anita Myron one that much.
no, but that's the thing. You got to try different things to see what works and what doesn't work.
I think for Anita, I think a lot of times though, like it's worked for her. It's her personality. She already is well established as a fitness professional, you know, so people wanted that. Even when she first started, like when she lost the weight, she had that story. So people were seeing her send this, getting this, looking at her page saying, wow, look at her transformation. I want that, or whatever. So you have that backup. Your Facebook page is like that storefront that people are looking at. And of course they're going to respond, you know? So I feel like that's why it works for some people. It may not work for everyone. So definitely finding your voice. So we're going to put together a Google Doc of all of these. I think it's great because you want to take it and make it your own and make it your personality and what you would say. So when you're talking to people, it doesn't come across weird. You know, like for example, Micah's is it's the way she talks, like Juana, and like, you know, just very, and if I were to say it, it would be awkward and weird and people would be like, whoa, like that's not the way I talk, you know? So we'll put together a Google Doc. I think that could be really helpful for a lot of people, especially new coaches, because new coaches, it's hard to start somewhere and know what to say and that type of thing. So
yeah, there's a difference though between a script and here's some exemplars. We have to keep telling them they're exemplars.
yes.
Because I get a lot of messages from coaches on Dream Again that say, do you have a script?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any script.
They're examples. you use them, you make them your own. You need to do your homework and go on people's pages and talk. This everything we're talking about now is what's going to take the most time in your business, but it's the most important part. You have to. You should spend most of your time doing this, not creating posts. I mean, that's important, and your storefront is important, but this is where you put in the most time.
And Carrie and I change up our message
Yes.
every few days. So if by accident we message the same person, you will see, even if I accidentally message them 6 times and they don't answer me back, it's 6 different messages. It is not the same thing over and over and over. It's a little different. There's a different offer. You know, I have a soup group or I have a this group, and, you know, you got to change it up. You can't do the same thing and expect anybody to be interested. You know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Exactly. When it's not working, you got to change it.
Yeah, yeah.
And when people say no, we also offer them something else. So we offer them, hey, I've got some recipes that maybe you'll like. I really like trying healthy recipes, or add them into one of our free groups.
Or we'll send them a clean eating menu, and we send you some home workouts.
So a no is never a no for me. Like, I always offer something else, or compliment them if they say they already have a coach. Oh, really? What program? So I'm never seeming like cheesy or really dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dirty.
Look at Myra working. She's probably talking to someone right now while she's listening to us.
Selling a challenge pack and running a triathlon.
And working all at the same time. Working at a
trying
job.
out those wraps.
Oh, this is so fun. Okay. So that's all I kind of wanted to cover for inviting.
You said something about 3 different ways to invite, and you had a new one?
It was 4, cold invite.
Okay, thank
The
you.
last one was the cold invite. And guys, for the cold invite, it's something that you should think about doing, but in a better way. I hate the way, like, cold. It's not that way. Like, Doreen's making a cold invite warm. Seriously. When you're taking something from their page, from their personal life, and then incorporating an invite in that is okay. If you find that you don't have anyone to invite anymore, you need to expand your network. You need to be part of groups. You need to go listen to our video from last week. You need to build relationships from those groups. You need to find other ways, get referrals. We talked about it all last week, but that is so important.
Janet's not on the call. She's at work, but she had her highest month. She is crying.
That's awesome.
Her husband got laid off, and this month, and she made up enough.
That is awesome. And
I know.
That's going to be happening to each and every one.
That makes me want to cry. Tell her.
I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I'm like, I've got tears.
I do too.
It is so awesome.
This is like life changing, and I feel like this whole team, like, we're on the verge, like, of all of us that we're going to explode this year. Like, we are not going to be the same team next year. It's insane how crazy this is going to change for all of us. I just feel it, every single one of us.
We finally got it. It's like our team. We're working together as a team.
Yeah.
We're doing our own things.
Oh my God. Think about this time last year, Tara. Like, I mean, it's just, we're completely different. It's just so fantastic.
That's awesome.
Like, I love our team. I love everybody. I really do.
It's awesome. It really is. And you guys are all supporting each other and helping each other. And that's what teams are supposed to do. We're going to share our best practices with you. I don't want to keep secrets. Why? For what? I want everyone to succeed. There's room at the top for everyone.
Isn't that what your book said? That another girl's success is not your failure, and that we think that there's less for us. That's how we're programmed, but it's got nothing to do with us. So when I was in the elite push group last year, and it was like no chance I was going to get enough points, but close. And I watched everybody in that group basically become elite, and it was exciting because I knew that, look at that, there's so many people in this group, and one after the other, after the other, after the other worked all year and became elite, so I know I could do it. It didn't make me feel bad. It made me feel excited.
Yep. You celebrate other people's success. And guys, you know why it makes you and it made Doreen feel excited? Because she knew in her heart that she can do it too. And that mindset is what you have to have. If you don't have Girl Code, it's the new book I'm reading that I'm like throwing down everyone's throat. It is so good. And I can't, my attention span is like little to none. And it is just perfect. And just how you're running your own race, and you need to be happy for other people because it's going to lift you up, right? Complimenting other women and just having the support like of this team and cheering each other on. That's what it's all about. Okay, hold on. I just saw that pop up. Oh, I Am That Girl. That's another one that's good. Women are taking over, man. What do you say to some that you messaged before, like last month, like something fresh to say? Did you invite them last time?
I have a question. Did they not see the message? Because if you look on your phone, you can tell if there's just a check, it means it's delivered. And I have people who never check it.
Well, if people don't have Messenger on their phone.
People don't have Messenger on their phone. So if they don't go on, they don't see it. But I'll tell you what, if I've sent them a message or two and they haven't checked it, I will send them something personal about their page. And then I get an answer back. The second, if I send one or two and I don't hear from them, I send something personal. And or I ask a question about something personal on their page. And it's amazing because they'll look at it, they just won't click into it. See, I can't have any messages like that number on top. Drives me insane.
Oh.
So I can't have that. But other people can. Like the people who have 6,000, emails. Is that you, Tara? Tara, that'd be you?
No, I hate having messages
That's
up
me.
there too. I have to go through them all.
No,
Carla and I we're the same person, kind of.
Yeah, Carrie's right. You see what Carrie's saying? Like and comment on their pics and posts, and you grab their attention. So someone who's not paying attention to you will pay attention if you pay attention to them.
Yep.
People will respond in kind.
Yeah, they're like, who the heck is Carrie? And what is she doing, like, liking my post? And so they'll go on our page, and then they'll say, oh, well, I've got a missed message from her. Let me, check this whole thing out.
Yeah. And post directly to that person. Do a post directly to that person, but obviously don't call them out.
Yep.
Like, whatever they're into, like, make a post for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of what maybe they have expressed interest and you talk to them about they wanted to do a 5K or whatever. Post about a 5K. Like you want to kind of get there and then like a couple things on their page, and then they'll look on your page and see that post and be like, oh, I got to talk to her.
It's almost like an invisible magnet. It's so honest. Are you posting this? I mean, it's not salesy, but it's like an amazing sales tactic.
It is marketing strategy.
It's a marketing
undercover.
strategy. But it really works. I mean, just accidentally, it just makes them respond.
You know what's so funny? All of these marketing strategies are things that we've come up with, things that we've tried, trial and error, seeing what works and what didn't work. All of these invite examples are us just trying stuff out and seeing what works, and we're finally coming together and figuring it out. Like that.
And it just works.
Yeah.
And it's so simple, and you can make it, you just take it and you make it a little bit better. But I mean, holy cow, what a change in our business, right, Carrie? Our businesses?
Oh, since the fall, I see a different, that's when I started trying some of these things that I was afraid of, and I said, what the heck? And now it's gotten way, way, way better.
And I see a different mindset with a lot of people on our team, like a changed mindset. And that's huge. You could do anything with that. So, all right, wait, Kristen Renner, are your hand? Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, I actually raised my hand a really long time ago and don't remember what I was going to say anymore. um, but I do want to say this. So I have been a lot less aggressive with my inviting than what a lot of you were talking about. And so for those of you that maybe are more like my personality, I think probably I'm a lot more like Tara, like you were in the beginning.
Mhm.
And I think probably I've been kind of a slow grower. Things have really snowballed lately. And that's probably part of the reason why. But one of the things that I do a lot of, and I know a lot of us coaches do, but it hasn't been mentioned. Since I don't like, well, I shouldn't say I don't like, but it makes me uncomfortable to do the cold invite. So one thing that I do when someone likes my page, I immediately send them a friend request. And then as soon as they accept, I send them a thank you. And usually when I do that, I can.
Sorry, that's Doreen's big
Sorry.
house phone. I'm
And it's Agway Energy.
I'm muting her. Go ahead.
So anyway, usually I can connect with new people that way, and it's a really easy way to start a conversation about health and fitness right away because they've already liked your page. So that's just something I wanted to mention because it hadn't been mentioned.
Yes, for sure. Exactly what I did. See, and that never, I used to tell all of my coaches to do that because that's what worked for me too, Kristen. So Carla says it never worked for her. So exactly, guys, see, that's what I'm saying. You have to see what works for you. You try it out for a little bit. If you're not seeing it, then change it up. We've given you so many different tools today. And we're going to go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's really worked well for me. I don't know. Let me pull up the message that I sent so I can read it to you all.
Yeah, what does Carla mean it didn't work? I mean, I didn't sell them a challenge pack, but I made a friend.
Okay, no, I'll just explain it quickly. So they would like my like page. I would do exactly what you guys are saying. I would send them a like or a friend request. Then I would send them, hey, thanks for liking my like page. And what are your goals? Basically what Tara said in the very beginning. And I would never, ever, ever get anything back. Maybe one out of 20. It just I could never get any connection with anybody that way. So that's insanity. If I kept that course, I would not be doing anything. I had to change. I was like, hey, what Tara does not work for me. And last year I had to really I got to try a whole bunch of different stuff. So last year is when I tried different stuff, and what Tara does, none of it has worked for me. So I had to come up with different strategies. So that's why I'm talking about different stuff.
Yep. It's true. It's not everything doesn't, and a lot of times what's going to work for your upline coach might not work for you either. So that's why we have all these different ways and you find what works for you. Kristen, what did you say?
Yeah, here's what I say. Hi, whatever their name is. How are you? I just wanted to drop a quick note to say thank you for taking time to like my page, Kristen Renner Fitness. I really appreciate it. I have a passion for health and fitness, and I'm excited to share that with others. Do you have an interest in health and fitness? How did you find my page? And that is literally the sole way I connect with brand new people that I don't know from another person on the street.
I like that last question.
Yep. How'd you find, because then you could find out. When I would do that in the beginning, I was seeing a lot of people come from Instagram that I didn't even know on Instagram. So it really can, where do you put your effort in to market yourself? It can really help you figure that out. That's awesome.
And I just found it's been a lot easier to connect with people that way, since basically you can bank on the fact that they already have an interest in health and fitness.
Yeah.
So you still have to build a relationship with them, but you can kind of fast forward things a little bit.
Teresa says, what percentage respond?
Probably like 75%, I would say.
And I think
but not everybody accepts the friend request,
Right. Now, it also depends on who's liking your page. So Kristen's obviously finding people that like her health and fitness page that are like people that really want to learn more about health and fitness, So I think that plays a role. Are you running ads?
You know what? I do not spend a whole lot of money running ads. I do a lot of networking and expanding my business through referrals. And so maybe that's why. I mean, I have like a budget of like $50 a month maximum.
Yep. That's probably why.
So maybe it's, a friend referred the page, and so they kind of already have a little bit of trust. in me. I don't know. I only have about 900 likes on my page. I mean, I know
Right.
that's a lot, but compared to some of you guys, I mean, Terry, you're at like,
Right, but
50,000.
yours are quality likes. So those are people
right,
that have
right.
heard
They're
of
not
you.
likes I'm really paying for, I guess. And I get a lot of people. I do spend more money on like ads for my free groups. And so I'll have like
Yeah.
maybe 10 brand new people that I did not know. And so I can build that relationship through the free group and then continue on through there.
Right. I love it.
You know, Teresa just said she only gets 30 to 40%, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. If you're getting 3 out of every 10 people you message responding to you, that's a freaking rock star percentage. 75 is ridiculous.
Teresa, that's how many people I got. Yeah.
3 out of 10 is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
So pat yourself on the back. It's good.
Latai, do you ever share the coaching opportunity with people who haven't been in one of your groups, like someone you think who would be great? Yes.
That's who Amy Lesson Reigns. I don't know if she's on this call. She's
Latai, I
working.
did it for you. Remember?
I saw Amy's page and I said, Carrie, Amy looks like you. She just did that warrior dash. I went right for her. Did you ever think about coaching? She's like, I can't do coaching. I'm a teacher. I said, so am I. She said, oh.
Latai,
Signed
what
up
do you
that
need?
day.
You want to expand on that?
Yeah. No, we look for people. Anybody who's athletic. Look at Myra. You're not going to ask her if she wants to have a diet, but I'd ask her if she wants to be a coach.
Examples.
I just did that and signed somebody just now from somebody that who's been ignoring my messages, and I asked her if she wants to be a coach.
Carrie, what did you say exactly? How'd you start the conversation?
She's somebody hold on, honey. She's somebody that I've known for years, and she's been ignoring all my invitations. And finally, I just said, listen, I think this would be a perfect fit for you. You're really, really fit and focused on your health. I know that. Can you just check out the sneak peek? I think it'd be a great fit for you. Took about a week, and now she just signed on a couple minutes ago.
You have to build up their confidence first, and you have to shower them with compliments.
Yeah.
Like I think, just reaching out to them and be like, I know we talked about this before, but girl, you can kill this. You would be awesome. You are super fit. You have great posts on your page. Like you want to make them feel like they can do this because they're doubting themselves and you and everyone. So there's different ways to do it, but I just keep it simple. And I always just will give them a compliment and then be like, have you ever thought about coaching? And then we get into the conversation of it. So we can put together a examples of inviting to a challenge group and inviting to the business. So we'll do that in a document, and then you can kind of use what you'd like. And be yourself, because that's the whole. You have to be able to have conversations with people, which most of you that are on here can do. I always say, just be a person, right? Be caring. Be a friend. Okay, what do you do with those people that don't want to do an at-home workout drink, but they are super fit? Does that make sense? Yeah. I liked at-home workouts, but
I think the other thing too, Tara.
Carrie? She
muted herself.
Sorry. No, what am I responding? Yeah, the on-demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, on-demand for those people that want to work out at the gym. I love it. I did hammer and chisel pretty much 90% at the gym.
Oh, and the performance line is
the performance line, hands down, amazing.
That's like Carrie's expertise.
Yeah. I have people that were like college athletes that go to the gym and they love the performance line, and that's what they do. So Heather, you can talk about that and just say it doesn't have like now we have the luxury of doing the performance line and going to the gym and being able to do coaching that way. They don't have to be on Shakeology.
Yep. And now we have the digital unlock, so people don't even have to buy the whole program. I'm actually going to get one of the digital unlocks, I think, today.
Heather had a second part to her question.
Okay, you have a lot of friends that do Spartan races and stuff. So for the coaching opportunity, I would say it's a great way to help people. First of all, not everyone is going to be like them. Not everyone is going, and if they are, they're going to need something to supplement their running. In order to do Spartan races, it's not just all about running. You have to do other, like Hammer and Chisel would be a great program, or the new one coming out, the 22-minute, would be a great program for those that want to do the Spartan races and all of those warrior dashes. So we have programs that would help their fitness levels.
Exactly. And I trained for a marathon before and half marathons, and I'll tell you, I did not work out. I just did the straight running, and that was the biggest mistake I think I ever made. You need to do the strength training along with the miles, and, you know, people will be much better off. Much better off.
Yeah. Crystal, you have so many runners that I can't convince to do something besides running. Oh my gosh. Kate DeMoro is a runner. Jessica Gunn. There's a lot of them. We have a handful of them. And they jumped on with me because of PIO and said it was like the best thing that they did for their running in every area, like strength, like it helped their endurance. It helped their times. It helped them in every area. So that's what they ran with, is it lengthens their muscles. It's like the best program for runners. But now, and then they talked about it on a thread. They said Insanity Max 30 was good too for endurance while you're running. So, I mean, there's different ways. They don't have to be in a program and not run, you know? Yeah, that's so true, Teresa. When they're just, and they're skinny fat, it's true. It's so true. Did you read our comment? But it's true, like they need to take care of their bodies and strength train along with the running, for sure. All right. So any other questions? We're going to hop off. But someone? The Google, we'll put together a Google Doc in the next week for you guys. So then you just have something to go by. You can kind of write out your own using what we have, a couple different ones, and then you get to it. So right now, what you should be doing is expanding your network and getting some good invites down. And then what you guys do is just send them, do some homework on their pages, send them out, and then build the relationships. Once they trust you and they value your opinion and value what you do for them and help them, you're going to help them no matter what. That's why with putting them in a free group or whatever would be great, especially for new people. They're going to join you, whether it's next month, this month, 6 months from now, they're going to join you.
Tara, the other thing I do, you really should have your own team page, because, oh geez. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's almost over. Okay. It's Thursday. You should have your own team page, because every time I change my message, I type in, here's today's message that I'm sending. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. And somebody will pay attention to it and emulate it or make it their own. But at least you're giving them samples.
Yeah, and if you guys ever have something to share it. Throw it in your team page, throw it in our team page. Just be like, guys, I just wanted to share something that's been working for me. Kristen Renner made a video a couple weeks ago about something that was working for her. Carla always does this. Share what you got. Share what's working. You know, it's just going to help people. And it's an example. It's not like they're going to go out there and do that, you know, just your thing, you know? So share what you have.
Plus, when we share, then somebody says, well, you know what? I would say this instead of this. Like Carla's always like, I like that, but I think I might say it this way. And Carrie will say, well, I said it this way. And by the end, we have a great invite that wouldn't have been as good had we not talked about it and shared.
Yep. Love that. All right, chicks. So I'm gonna get a Google Doc together, and then I'll probably send it to you, some of you guys. Well, I'll put the link up, and then you guys can add to it. Okay.
Can I say one last thing?
Of course. You sure? It's the last.
Can everybody add a 21-day group that they ran into those Google Docs on the Dream Again page? So then when we're running these pages, if we all add one, which I already did, but if we all add one, then you could run a different group every month and never have to think. I mean, you can
That's
just,
a really good idea.
yeah, you can grab my group for January and Carla's group for February and Carrie's group for March. And because we have people that go over and over and want to do every round, and you don't want to do the same group. That's boring.
Right. So we have the Google Drive, okay, that you should be giving to all your new coaches. And you can add yours in there. Like I have one in there. It's a 30-day challenge group, and it has posts for every day. That's what she means. So posts for every day. You could change it up, make it your own. So if you have one like that, put it in the file, because that way our new coaches get that whole thing, and they could start running them themselves.
And the free groups too. Throw your 5-day free group in
Put
there.
your free group in there because there's only
Free
one. Right.
Carla found that budget one that time. And I think there was a money one. I mean, we all find these different ones.
I never did it though. I found it and then I got sidetracked.
I did it. It
did
was
it?
good. I did do it. I did it after you found it. I grabbed it out of the file. You posted it on Dream Again. I took it and I did it.
Okay, so
Awesome.
that might be in the files. So Crystal was going to do one. I don't know if she's doing one. But we should definitely put anything that you have that could help anyone, you need to put in the file. It's tiny URL, /. No, wait.
You don't even have to. It's a doc in Dream Again page. It's a doc because to do the treasure hunt that Tara thinks you're going to do, she's yelling at me going, I told everybody twice.
tinyurl.com.
Yeah, okay.
/Dream Again resources.
Go into the files and it says document right
And
there.
if
I
you're
put
a
it in.
sponsored coach, you're getting emails, right? You got some emails? Okay.
Mhm.
Should be in there too.
And they're in there is Anita Myron's free group, Anita Myron's 30-day group. And believe me, they're not perfect, but
That's the
they're in
one
there. Lots of great ideas,
Yeah.
lots of typos.
Yeah. And then your challengers comment on it. Do you mean Thursday instead of thirsty?
Thirsty. Yeah, you got to really pay attention to when you grab a group from somebody else, like in Beachbody
All right, I'm going to stop the recording.